Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. Going to do a review on a holster. This is from a company called Craft Holsters. You can find them at craftholsters.com. The link will be in the description. They sell a huge variety of holsters for any gun imaginable. There is nylon stuff, there's Kydex stuff, there's a lot of leather stuff. They've got all kinds of different styles for guns that you may have had difficulty finding holsters for. And I kind of wanted to challenge them when they, got a hold of me about doing a review on a different holster, and said, hey, do something for my J-frame. I do find difficulty sometimes finding what I'm looking for a J-frame. So make me something for that. And so they custom make it like they do everything else for my 642. So this is what you get straight out of the box. Now, the Breakin Kit is not included with the holster. That's, I believe, about $10 to add this to your order. I highly recommend it. Straight out of the box. And this revolver has been in this holster for 2 days before I applied the Breakin Kit, and it is extremely tight. So you definitely want to spring for this upgrade here, unless you have some other break-in methods you want to employ. But very tight. So I'm going to apply this break-in kit to the holster, and then we'll continue the review. So the break-in kit comes with a few items. There's a microfiber towel here included that will be used for polishing or applying any kind of conditioner to your holster in the future. So we're not going to use that right now. Basically, the instructions say, you've got this break-in liquid and you've got this little wool applicator here. And we're going to spray it on there. And then it says basically to put it on the areas of the holster that are pretty tight. So around the trigger guard, I think needs a little work. And I think around the cylinder also is going to need a little work. So we're going to go ahead and apply that to those areas. And then it's going to set overnight. So go ahead and apply. I'm going to put this plastic bag here. I don't think you want to over apply, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in those areas that need a little attention here, a little loosening up, a little breaking in. Put a little more on there. All right, now the instructions say to put your gun in a plastic bag and then go ahead and put it into the holster and let it set overnight. So we're going to do that. I went ahead and wrapped this in saran wrap instead of using a plastic bag. And we're going to go ahead and insert that in here and then leave it overnight. And get it in there as tightly as I can. Okay, I think it's in there as good as I'm going to get it for now. We'll see how that does in 24 hours and come back and check on it. All right, so it's actually been a few weeks since I, wrapped this in saran wrap and kind of broke this holster in. So I've been wearing it for a while, and you'll see, here it's broken in as good as I'm going to get it. For the time being, for the purpose of this video. So it does fit much better now. And it still retains. So, I can't shake this thing free. So I don't think it's something you're going to have to worry about that, you put too much of the break-in product on here and it's going to loosen this leather up too much. I don't think so. I put quite a bit on here, more than I put on camera, and it's still holding just fine. So what are my overall feelings with this holster? Number one, and I mentioned it earlier, the quality here of the leather is outstanding. Very, very pleased with, the stitching is well done. The leather is very thick, very tough. I think this is going to last for a long time. The design is good. This particular one is a single point, so this is everything is just so tight. You'll see, it's just extremely tight, and which is what you want. You don't want. I've had other holsters where things loosen up almost instantly because the components are so cheap. That's not what you've got here. I think this is going to last you for years and years to come, and it should for a $70 plus price point. It should last you for a long time. So overall, yeah, I think they're making nice holsters at Craft Holsters. I think they can make you anything you want. I'll get this on and kind of show you my final thoughts and impressions of wearing it here now. All right, so this is not representative of where I would normally wear this, but it's in a 3 o'clock position. I do have a t-shirt underneath, but you can see, it hides okay. Now I would probably, and normally would wear this at more of a 4 or 5 o'clock position, more back here. But just again, so you can see kind of how it fits down into your pants. This is kind of what you're looking at. You really can't adjust the cant, so there's nothing here that where it's at is where it's at. It grips pretty firmly, so you're not going to be moving it, or it's not going to be sliding up and down your belt line. So, where it is where it is. And I do appreciate that part. All right, final thoughts, and I'm going to give you a couple negatives here because I always do negatives with every video. Number one, it does require breaking in. You're not going to wear this straight out of the box and get perfect results right away. It just has to be broken in, and you have to buy that kit from them unless you have some of your own leather break-in materials or kits at home. That's an additional cost over and above the holster itself. You could break it in over a long period of time, but if you want to use the holster right away, you're going to have to buy that kit. Number two, this belt loop, the part that attaches to your actual belt, it's too small and it crushes a standard belt. So this needs to be a little deeper down here. The leather needs to be longer. I like that it definitely keeps on your belt. It doesn't slide. It's not moving anywhere. But over time, I think it's going to ruin some of my belts because it pinches them. They're actually bowed to accept this on there. Don't like that. Overall, the quality is there. It's there in spades, and I think they've done a really good job. So if you're looking for high quality, high customizable holster, they will make you virtually anything. And I think that's great. So check it out. Craft Holsters. Keith from Trigger Happy. We'll see you next time.